Valid points. I'd like to direct to my questioning to the PNP. Kasi nung last hearing, tinanong ko po sa kanila yan. Meron ba tayong data, General Yang, dun sa number of suicides in the last, maybe in the last year or in the last 6 months? Kasi suicide is treated, it's a death, right? It's always treated with suspicion, either there's foul play or not. So naka-record yan. Kung hindi natural yung cause of death, di ba, record po yan, General. So, in the last few months, meron ba po kayong record sa number of suicides sa buong Pilipinas?
Sir, to be honest with you, sir, right now I don't have the data, but for sure, sir, we have from the Directorate for Operations on the number of the suicide incidents in the whole country.
So, please submit na lang, General, no? Hopefully, if there's another hearing, pwede natin ilabas ito, ay yung actual number. Kasi nakaka-alarma na eh. Halos araw-araw po kami, may nagre-report sa amin na may mga namamatay nga dahil sa online gambling addiction. And so please submit na lang, General, kung pwede.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Going to the online apps, e-wallets, Your Honors, I was told, no, we had a very happy ending in the last hearing. No, it was quite happy and joyous when the central bank said that they were coming up with a circular to prevent the e-wallets from being utilized by online gambling apps. Is the central bank here? I'm sorry, I was not here when it was being introduced. Nandito ba yung central bank?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, I'm also here with DG Mert, Deputy Governor Mert. He just stepped away for a few seconds.
I'll go with the e-wallets. So the e-wallets, you removed, if I'm not mistaken, you removed the gambling apps in your app. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can I confirm with Pay Maya as well?
It's the same, Mr. Chair.
But you did not remove totally the payment system. In other words, if you go into the app, kung pumasok po kayo sa app ng gambling, whatever, DG Plus or whatever platform, nandun pa rin kayo. Is that correct?
Yung mga legitimate gaming merchants,
Yes, the legitimate, whatever the PAGCOR recognizes.
nandun pa rin kami kasi hindi naman kasama doon sa memorandum circular na issue ng BIA.
So, ibig sabihin, ano lang po yan, parang we just masked it. In other words, tinago lang po natin. Wala na po sa inyong app, pero nandun pa rin sa mga online gambling apps. So, parang wala pa rin. In other words, of course, they said that they lost 30% income. Pero malalaman din ng tao yun. Mag-ano na lang tayo ng app. Let's just download the app. Because when we download the app, pwede pa rin tayo magbayad sa PayMaya and GCash. Tama po yun. Am I correct?
Pwede pa ho sa...
You confirm also PayMaya. I guess you guys
Yes, it is still accessible.
It's a duopoly, right? Unless other wallets are there. It's like the cell phone industry. Anyway, so my point being is, nandyan pa rin siya. Now, Mr. Chairman, kailangan talaga natin, kung gusto natin itong mawala, no, itong ganitong klaseng addiction that feeds on our labor force, on our masang Pilipino. As a matter of fact, Bloomberg came out with an article. I just read it today. And the article states that our country is taxing the poor through this online gambling addiction. It's not the rich, it's the poor. And I'd like now to ask PayMaya and GCash, because we can subpoena this anyways, how many of your users are actually using it for your platforms for online gambling? Kasi you can tell naman how many users. Not the amounts. You don't have to give me the amount of money, but you can give me the amount of users. May we start with GCash, please?
To be honest, Your Honor, we don't have the exact figure with me right now, but we commit to submit it to the committee, Your Honor.
Yes, this is for just fact-finding. Together with PayMaya, would you have a number?
We can also submit to the committee, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, because I know there's a merchant category code for card transactions and pay wallets. The merchant category code for gambling platforms, correct me if I'm wrong, is 7995. Merchant code, category code 7995. It identifies it as a gambling merchants. Alam ng e-wallets to, mga platforms yan. So please give us that data, Mr. Chairman, let's require them to submit that data para malaman natin kung totoo bang sinabi ni Senator Sherwin Gatchalian na 35 million. Was it the last hearing? 30 million or 35 million? 35 million galing daw sa PAGCOR ito, players of online gambling in the Philippines. That is 1 out of 4. So if a family is 5 members to a family, that's basically 1 of your relatives are on online gambling, wasting their money away, and I do not buy, hindi po ako naniniwala sinasabi ng PAGCOR na kailangan may 97 pesos out of 97% payback yung nagpupusta doon. Kasi wala po pa ako nakikilala na nanalo sa online gambling. At kung nanalo man, napakalit. At natalo pa siya ng 5 times bago siya nanalo ng 1 time, Your Honors. I don't buy that baloney na 97% ang panalo mo dyan. Kasi kung 97%, wala na, close down na yung mga gambling operators niyan. Alam mo, kasama ko yung anak ko, the other weekend, they were playing football. I was with my son in BGC. Napakalaki ng building, one whole building owned by a online gambling operator in BGC. Silang yumayaman, ang taong bayan ay ang kawawa. And if you notice, during our DBCC hearings, bumagsak po ang napakalaking, ang sabi nga ni Secretary Recto, na yung ating ekonomiya, 70% is run through consumer spending. Kasama na dyan online gambling. No manufacturing, no export, no tourism. Because we're now lower than Cambodia. We are now the first in the second tier. We used to be the last in the first tier. We're now first in the second tier. Kasama natin yung Laos, Myanmar, at East Timor. So my dear colleagues here, again, that's the question I want to ask every one of you. Is this how we want to be known? We are now tagged as the gambling capital of Asia with the most number of casinos. We are also tagged by Bloomberg as the #1 online gaming in Southeast Asia. Online gaming. Kadiner ko po si Ambassador Constance of Singapore, and she told me they have no online gaming in Singapore. They actually have, Mr. Chairman, for the information of the body, they have an app. It's a software. It's an hunter software for online gaming. Pag may naglalaro, if there's a person who plays online gaming in Singapore, they can trace it and they can shut it down. That's how serious they are. And that is why they're first world. And we are still third world. Because instead of promoting education, promoting sports, labor, proper labor, instead of sending our Filipinos outside the country, we promote online gambling. Yan ang gusto natin. Case in point, nandun po kami ng aking head ng Legis. Invited po kami ni Chairman Pato Gregorio of the PSC the other day for a POC, Philippine Olympic Committee and Philippine Sports Commission pulong-pulong. It was a seminar gathering of all the leaders of the sports associations. Nandun po, guest of honor. Guest of honor was Hidelin Diaz. She requested that they show on YouTube her nice short video about her life, on how she succeeded. Paglagay po ng YouTube video, unang-unang nagbulaga sa amin was an online gaming advertising. That's so much so that the chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission stood up there and said, hindi amin yan ha, at hindi kay Hidelin yan. Lumabas lang yan sa YouTube. Lumalabas sa YouTube and many other platforms, lumalabas yan. Maawa naman po tayo sa taong bayan. Pati yan, nagulat kami lahat, nagtawanan yung iba. Ako gusto kong umiyak. Kasi imbis na sports ang pinopromote natin, ang pinapakita sa television ay online gaming ad. So you know, Your Honor, it's a decision that we have to make if we're going to highly regulate it or ban it. If we highly regulate it, at the very least, you have to remove all the ads. If we do that for cigarettes, and we do that for e-cigarettes and cigarettes, we must do the same for for online gambling. Remove all the ads and remove the platforms once and for all. Once and for all. Alam ko, kausap ko yung mga boss ninyo eh. GCash tsaka Paymaya. Mga kaibigan ko, mga boss ninyo. As a matter of fact, ninong ko nga yung sa Paymaya eh. Sa kasal. Kausap ko sila. Sabi niya, we're just waiting for the law. We need the legal cover for this. But on your own, you can do it. Kausap ko yung mga taga GCash. Matitino yung mga boss ninyo. They're decent people. As a matter of fact, ang sagot nila sa akin, if Paymaya does it, we will do it. Kasi syempre, ayaw nilang silang gumawa at yung Paymaya kumita. It's a business transaction eh. Pero naawa lang talaga ako, Mr. Chairman. Sorry, I'm off my time. Pero I just don't want to lose my train of thought. You can do it if you want to. But it has to be, I know that you need legal backup. The Bangko Sentral of the Philippines can do it. The DICT can do it, especially for the illegal gambling platforms. Yung Pagcor, wala na akong pag-asa. I'm sorry wala si Altenco dito, he's a good friend of mine. Pero wala na akong pag-asa sa inyo. Kasi kami noon, sinisigaw namin, ban Pogo. You did not want. Ang sabi nyo, magkakandang income namin sa legal Pogo. Buti na lang si President Marcos ban Pogo. Doon sa ibang gambling platforms, yung e-sabong, I know it's not under the purview of the Pagcor, but the e-sabong was had to be stopped by a presidential order also of then President Duterte. So, hindi na ako maasa sa Pagcor with due respect to Pagcor. Kasi, pati nga yung inyong, yung inyong labor organization, the Pagcor Employees Association, ayaw din sa online gambling. Siguro natamaan din sila sa online gambling amongst the ranks of Pagcor. Because we have the letters supported by your employees unions na ayaw din nila sa online gambling. So, I'm going to go another round, Mr. Chairman, because I'm going to ask on the online lending apps. Because these are nothing but loan sharks. There are legal apps that are good, but the rest are loan sharks. So, Mr. Chairman, I just like to leave that question in the minds of our people here, our resource persons. Is that how you want to be remembered? Na dahil tumaya ako sa GCash, hindi ako makabayad sa aking mga magulang, ako'y nagpakamatay. Nagbayad po akong Paymaya, naubos yung Paymaya ko. Hiwalay na kami sa asawa ko. Is that how we want to be remembered? And Pagcor, and all the other government regulatory agencies, when will it be too late for us to do something about it? Maraming salamat, Chairman. I'll just go on the second round.
All right, thank you very much, Senator Mix. For the record, Senator Ronaldo Bato de la Rosa submitted some questions to the committee. We will ask all concerned agencies to submit their answers in writing. Bibigyan po namin kayo ng kopya ng kanya pong mga questionnaires. Anyway, we move now to the e-wallets. Meron po ba kayong presentation, GCash and Payma? You have a presentation to make?
On the part of GCash, Your Honor, we have no presentation, but we want to state that GCash is a fully compliant company with OPS registration. We only onboard and support legitimate business entities. We have a zero tolerance for illegal activities, and accordingly, we employ a robust KYC and KYM protocol, Your Honor.
Thank you. What about Paymaya?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. We welcome the committee's invitation to address the concerns around online gambling. To stress, we are a BSP-supervised financial institution that provides digital payment services to enterprises and consumers. We are engaged in digital payments, which is a highly regulated industry, Mr. Chair. We have customer due diligence processes for onboarding all of our clients across consumer and enterprise segments. We also have a due diligence process called the Know Your Customer KYC policy. And under this, only upgraded account holders can enjoy the complete services, such as sending money, withdrawal of funds, and higher transaction limits. Lastly, we want to stress that we enforce strict compliance with the laws, policies, regulations governing the company, and at the same time, we continue to advocate for customers and partners the responsible use of our platform and services. Rest assured that Maya has complied and will continue to comply with all government directives related to this matter. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Sa e-wallets po natin, may mga questions po si Senator Ontiveros and Senator Mix. Pero yung isa lang po yung question ko, yung concern ko po eh. Kasi even the illegal online sites are using your company. Can we prevent this? Is there a tool? Kasi lugi na nga po, I mean, marami na nalulung susugal, lugi pa po ang PAGCOR dahil hindi po sila nagbabayad sa PAGCOR. So, mayroon po ba, pinag-aaralan nyo na ba at this point how to distinguish yung legal or illegal? Kasi yun po nagiging problema natin. Kaya ang lakas-lakas na loob nitong 1xbet na ito. Pati yung online sabong pala, illegal pala yun. Doon sa Pampanga, illegal pala ho, nagagamit ito yung size ninyo. So, meron po bang way or are you studying right now how to control this, to check kung yung pera na galing sa inyo na itataya po nila doon sa mga legit na mga online gaming sites. GCash.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang GCash po ay nagpapatuloy i-monitor yung mga transactional behavior ng aming customers or merchants. At pag nag-violate sila ng aming risk protocols, sinususpendi po namin. As I've said, zero tolerance po ang GCash for illegal activities, Your Honor.
All right. What about you, Mr. Rada?
Mr. Chair, we stress that we only partner with PAGCOR licensed gambling operators, and we take our security very seriously. And when we see that our logo, our brand is being used by these illegal sites, we proactively take action. As a matter of fact, in 2024, our security team was able to take down more than 200 of these online sites and online platform accounts in coordination with the lawful authorities. And we are also very much in coordination with the CICC and the PNP ACG to make sure that all of these sites are not using our logo and our facilities illegally.
Mr. Chairman, one question to our e-wallets. You know, when an e-wallet is applied, there's basic information that is given, age, et cetera. So, para to prevent students, people below 21 years old from entering this or using your sites or using your e-wallets for payments, because I know there are kids, students that have e-wallets, Paymaya or GCash. Dapat automatic siguro yan. Pag ginamit nila sa bayad, is it automatic already? You have this mechanism that do not allow them to play in these online gaming sites? Maybe we get at least an official answer from both.
Yes, sir. Yung GCash po, hindi pinahintulutan yung mga minors natin mag-top up sa gaming wallets. In fact, yung from the ages 7 to 17, hindi po nila nakikita yung gaming icon noon nung hindi pa dinidilink po yung link sa mga gaming sites. For ages between 18 and 20, may gaming icon kaya lang hindi sila pinapayagang mag-top up doon sa gaming wallets nila.
What is the law ba, Mr. Chairman? Diba, is the law 21 years old? PAGCOR, you allow only 21 years old, diba?
Yes, sir. 21 and above.
So that should be followed by both e-wallets.
Opo, yun po ang aming sinusunod. Pag 21 and over, pwede ho kayong mag-top up sa gaming wallet po.
Pero so meron na kayong mekanismo both Paymaya and GCash na pag 17 years old or 18 years old or even 19 years old, hindi na pa sila makabayad na kanilang e-wallet in whatever form or whatever group of online gambling.
Opo, meron po kami.
Can I confirm also for the record with Paymaya?
That is correct, Mr. Chair. As part of our due diligence process, we have a KYC mechanism that weeds out ineligible account holders.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you, Senator Mix. Go ahead, Senator Ontiveros, your turn to ask your second round of questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Bago ko balikan yung GCash at saka Paymaya, balikan ko muna po yung PAGCOR, Attorney Jess Samaris. Just to continue yung kanina, no, yung punto po, yung punto ko rin talaga kanina, may kapangyarihan ang PAGCOR. May kapangyarihan kayo na i-control ang modes ng account funding. Particular kung paano mag-cash in at paano mag-cash out. sa pag-regulate niyan, may value judgment ang PAGCOR. Similar sa tanong ko kanina sa e-wallets, value judgment. May value judgment din ang PAGCOR sa pag-regulate niyan. Kaya ninyong ipagbawal ang paggamit ng e-wallets na mas kalat ang gamit sa karaniwang tao. Yung e-wallets na apektado, yung karaniwang tao na apektado sa pinsala ng online gambling. Bakit ayaw niyong gawin?
So ma'am, kagaya po ng nasabi ko kanina, sa ngayon po, ito po yung mga platforms na, kasi po, ayon po sa rules and regulations po ng PAGCOR ngayon, pinapayagan po ang mga BSP supervised or BSP regulated platforms para po sa cash in and cash out. So yun po yung sinusunod po namin ngayon. So with regard po to your recommendation, pag-aaralan po namin ito, pero po, sa tanong niyo po kung bakit po pinapayagan pa natin ito, because we are still subscribing to the view na ito po, kasama po itong mga payment platforms na to sa mga BSP supervised and regulated entities na regulated entities po.
Well, ang punto ko lang dyan, Attorney Jessa Maris, nakapagkilos ang PAGCOR proactively in the past, no? Vis-a-vis yung paggamit ng credit cards, vis-a-vis yung pagpapamigrate di umano ng mga illegal, papuntang legal, pagpapababa ng fees, percentages of gross gaming revenue. So surely, pwede kayong at dapat, tingin ko lamang Mr. Chair, dapat mas proactive pa kayo dito sa pagpigil ng harms ng online gambling, whether gamit ang e-wallets or iba pang issue dyan. So, speaking of which, Mr. Chair, balikan ko po yung mga e-wallet, so GCash and Paymaya. So, kanina natigil ako dun sa, do you see this as a problem, no? Yung pwedeng magtaya ng hanggang kalahating milyong piso. So, kung sakali, papayag po ba kayo na i-delink na din kayo o ipagbawal mag-cash in, ipagbawal mag-cash out sa mga online gambling apps? Yes, GCash, Mr. Chair.
Ma'am, pag mayroon pong regulasyon na ganyan, kami ay may susunod po sa kautusan ng ating gobyerno.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. And Paymaya?
We will comply with the directives, Mr. Chair, of the BSP on this matter. So if they issue something related to this, we will follow.
And if Congress passes a law to this effect?
Absolutely, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, backtrack lang ng konti. Kailan po nagsimula? Kailan nagsimula yung paglilink sa app ninyo ng online gambling? Paymaya?
To the best of my knowledge, Mr. Chair, this was sometime in 2022.
So 3 years ago. And GCash?
More or less, Your Honor, the same, 2022 po.
So 2022. At kailan naman po nagsimula na pwedeng gamitin ang apps ninyo para mag-cash in at para mag-cash out sa online gambling?
I believe, Mr. Chair, around the same time.
So around the same time for Paymaya and then GCash.
Around the same time, Your Honor.
Okay, so around the same time. So mula sa simula, kompleto na yun. Pwede silang magtaya sa online gambling gamit ang e-wallets nyo. Pwede rin silang mag-cash in, cash out on. Nung magsimula, so 2022, na-link ang GCash at Paymaya sa e-sugal, magkanong kinita? Mula nung 2022, magkanong kinita nyo sa online gambling? Isama na po natin yung placement fees sa app, pati na po transfer fees. Yes, GCash.
To be honest, Your Honor, we don't have the exact figure right now, but we commit to submit it to the committee, Your Honor.
Thank you. Would it be in the tens of billions of pesos?
I am not sure, Your Honor.
And Paymaya?
The same, Mr. Chair, we can submit to the committee. We don't have the figures with us at the moment.
Would it be in the magnitude of tens of billions of pesos?
I would not know, Mr. Chair.
So, Mr. Chair, we will await that submission from both Paymaya and GCash. And then, sirs, Mr. Chair, napansin po namin sa mga apps ninyo, mayroon, nabanggit ko rin po ito kanina, kaugnay ng PAGCOR, tsaka Bangko Sentral, mayroon na ring online lending sa apps ninyo. So, posible ba na yung i-cash in mo sa GCash or sa Paymaya para sa online gambling ay galing rin sa loan mo sa Paymaya at sa GCash? Posible po ba yon? Yes, GCash.
Ma'am, yung GCash po, hindi po nagpapahiram o nagpapautang para pansugal ng mga customers. Ang disenyo po ng aming pagpapahiram ay towards the financial inclusion goal ng GCash para makatulungan yung nakakaraming Pilipino na kailangan ng assistance ng kagaya naming mga financial institutions.
But of course po, dahil kumbaga in-house na, pareho yung makapagtaya sila sa online gambling and makapag-loan sila. Kumbaga, pwedeng one-stop shop na ang GCash o ang Paymaya para sa parehong actions ng subscriber nyo.
Hindi po, Your Honor, kasi yung loan, hindi po part ng gaming journey. Wala po yun doon sa bottom ng gaming entity.
No, wala sa pondo ng gaming entity. Pero kung ako, Globe subscriber, then kung magka-GCash ako, then kung nag-online sugal ako, posibleng mag-loan ako sa GCash and then gamitin ko yung niloan kong iyon para tumaya sa online gambling. Di ba posible po yun?
Yung produkto po namin, yung G-Save, G-Credit at saka G-Gives, hindi po eligible yan for top-up transactions. Yung G-Loan naman ay diretso pumupunta sa wallet ng aming customers. And hindi po yan kaagad-agad na nabibigay o naaprubahan yung application for G-Loan kasi may mga eligibility requirements po.
Yes, sir. But kapag nag-G-loan ako, syempre makokommingle na yan sa pera na I have on hand bilang nag-G-loan. And then kahit nag-accumulate ako ng small loans every day kasi alam ko sa susunod na linggo susugal ako. So it is in the realm of the possible, di po ba? Ang niloan sa G-loan ay pwedeng itaya sa online sugal.
Posible po yan.
Yes, that's all I was
nasa
asking.
control po ng
Posible po.
customer namin yan. Kaya lang yung disenyo po namin ay makatulong sa nakakaraming Pilipino.
Yes, nasa control ng individual who must be aided by government and the private sector makaiwas dun sa harms ng online gambling. Sa Maya po, posible din po ba yon? Ang i-loan nila sa inyo ay maitaya din po nila sa online gambling?
Mr. Chair, as a principle, we would not allow use of loan proceeds for online gambling, and to stress that online lending on our side is highly regulated by the BSP. Furthermore, we use strict data-driven underwriting processes to ensure that only those who have a credit-worthy standing can indeed take out a loan. And if in a scenario wherein they were able to take out a loan and they used these proceeds for abusive activities, we have a mechanism also to detect that this is being used for that purpose, and they will not be either they're fully prohibited from taking out any further loans, or their credit standing is severely curtailed to prevent them from using it in the future.
And you have these safeguards dahil posible nga nang i-loan sa Maya ay itaya nung parehong individual na yon sa online gambling.
To protect the consumer, ma'am, from possible abuse of loans.
Because that abuse of their loans is possible.
It's correct, Madam Chair.
So kasi nga ang dinadrive kong point po ay kung walang controls, not just from government, but from the e-wallets yourselves, hindi ba nalulubog lang nga sa utang ang mga users nyo kung ganito? Hindi lang nalululong sa online gambling, pero to feed the gambling addiction or the gambling obsession, pati sa utang ay nalulubog. Hindi po ba? Posible po yon, hindi po ba?
Yes, that is the precisely behavior, Mr. Chair, that we want to prevent, Mr. Chair.
And we too, Mr. Chair, Paymaya. And GCash?
Tama po yun. Yung abusive behavior ang dapat namin i-flag.
Okay, salamat po. Not just flag, I think prevent from the get-go. Kasi may mga capacities pa yung mga platforms ninyo, the same way I'm asking PAGCOR and the same way Bangko Sentral, to prevent the abusive behaviors having a space at all on your platforms, whether from the individuals or lalo na yung mga online gambling platforms. Now, how many users does your app have now? GCash?
We will verify our records, Your Honor. I don't have the figure right now.
It would help, sir, Mr. Chair, if you could verify that during this hearing. And Paymaya?
We'll look for the exact number and we will submit it to the committee, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please. If you could submit it during the hearing, tulong po yun. Could you give us data on what percentage of your users clicked on online gambling links in your app? Ilang tao po ba yon? Globe? I mean, GCash?
As we have requested, Senator Subiri, for us to submit in writing, we will, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Paymaya?
It will form part of the submission as well, Mr. Chair.
Salamat. It sounds like hindi masasubmit ngayong hearing, Mr. Chair. Pero kung kayang any pieces of this information during the hearing, makakatulong po para mas directed po yung mga tanong at mas ngayon pa lang matutulungan na kami magbuo ng mga rekomendasyon. Meron po ba kayong general profile ng mga GCash users na ito, ng mga Paymaya users na ito? Halimbawa, age range, gender, average value ng account activity?
That will be part of our submission, just to avoid contradicting our previous submissions to other relevant national government agencies.
Salamat, GCash. And Paymaya?
The same, Mr. Chair.
Alright. Siguro very important sa amin yung age range. Kasi everyone around the table has said ayaw natin na yung mga bata. And they historically have been ay biniktima, nalulure na maging online gamblers. Saka yun ding average value ng account activity, lalo na't concerned po kami dun sa saan mapupunta yung kakarampot na ngang minimum wage na mga arawang manggagawang Pilipino kaugnay ng online gambling. Magkano po ang madalas na taya sa mga platforms nyo? Yes, GCash.
We do not have visibility on kung magkano ang itinataya ng mga customers namin na naglalaro doon sa gaming platform.
I'm beginning to think, Mr. Chair, na baka kailangan mag-develop ng technology for all the stakeholders na magkakaroon ng mas maraming compliances at accountabilities. Bunga hopefully ng committee report ng aming komite to include the e-wallets having visibility on this. Paymaya?
Mr. Chair, to reiterate, again, as a cash-in platform, we have no visibility over how much is used to play online gambling. The only visibility we have is how much is topped up.
Salamat. What about, ilan po sa mga nag-access ng online gambling sa GCash at Maya ay nag-access din ng utang sa GCash at Maya? Yes, GCash.
Same request, Your Honor. We will commit to submit the same to the committee, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Maya?
We will do the same, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please. Lalo na't dahil yung isang line of questioning namin ay, di ba, paano ma-disincentivize na hindi lang malulong sa online gambling pero mabaon lalo sa utang dahil ginagamit pala ang pag-uutang sa platforms nyo para mag-online gambling. Perhaps last question for the e-wallets in this hearing. Can you confirm if online gambling operators are registered as account holders in your app? Yes, GCash.
They have merchant wallets, Your Honor.
They have merchant wallets, so they're considered as account holders
In that sense, Your Honor.
in that sense. Maya?
Yes, Mr. Chair, they're classified as merchant accounts for us.
Okay, merchant account holders. So they are account holders too. Paano nyo po binivet yung business accounts nila? Maya?
Mr. Chair, we vetted with a list of licensed providers given by the PAGCOR, and then we asked them to submit a list of documents that would certify their legitimate business operations in the Philippines. And then from there, we establish that relationship as a merchant account with these gambling operators.
And
On the part of GCash, Your Honor, yung gaming industry kasi being a high-risk industry, ay sumusunod sa increased due diligence or enhanced customer due diligence. Hindi lang po lisensya ang tinitingnan namin, pati mga dokumento that will establish their legal existence, their operational structure, and the ultimate beneficial owner of the entity, Your Honor.
Salamat. Oh, the beneficial owner, Mr. Chair, that's a very interesting question. Maybe I'll pursue that in the next hearing of vis-a-vis the gambling platforms. Perhaps last question for this round because I'm down to my last minute. Tinanong na rin ito ni Chair kanina, but you may want to add to this, no? May reports po na kahit illegal online gambling, pwedeng gamitan ng GCash at Maya. Ano pong response nyo dyan, GCash?
Just like what I said, GCash has zero tolerance sa illegal activities. So, meron ding, pag meron kaming nakita na behavior na hindi sang-ayon sa risk profile ng customer, ay sinususpendiho namin kaagad.
And PayMaya.
To reiterate, Mr. Chair, we take security very seriously as well as the abusive use of our logo and brand. So in 2024, as we shared previously, we were able to take down more than 200 of these illegal accounts and sites in coordination with our partners in law enforcement. So we will continue to do so as we see these illegal sites using our logo and brand.
Salamat, Mr. Chair, and I look forward na bukod sa pag-take down sa mga so-called illegal sites, mag-cooperate yung mga e-wallets sa at the very least, mas mahigpit na regulation sa online gambling. Maybe in my last few seconds for this round, Mr. Chair, tanungin ko ang Bridges of Hope. Oo, si Mr. Calieja. Kasi you started sharing with us earlier, sir, a very compelling opening statement. So WHO itself, the American Psychological Association, many other experts have also identified gambling disorder as a mental health issue. So sa tingin po ninyo, may sapat na bang appreciation yung ating bansa sa problema ng online gambling bilang public health concern? Na yun po yung diin talaga nung panukala ko, sir, for strict regulation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Ma'am Risa. In the Philippines, there is no concrete framework for responsible gambling. We hear about it a lot, that it's important that people should treat it responsibly or gamble responsibly. But as far as I know, there is no concrete framework for responsible gambling in the Philippines. There are these short snippets at the end of advertisements or, by the way, gamble responsibly, but there is no concrete framework for it.
So just at the outset, napakalaking policy gap and consciousness gap para talagang ma-appreciate natin yung harms ng online gambling addiction sa ating mga kababayan and should lead us paano sila mapoprotektahan at paano matutulungan. So I'll pursue that in my next round, Mr. Chair. Salamat po, Mr. Calieja.
Go ahead, Senator Meeks.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I'd now like to direct my questions to on the issue on online lending apps. I'm thankful that the BSP is here. Is the SEC here as well? Nandito po yung SEC. Wala po si Chairman Francis Lim. Wala po siya. Okay. Medyo serious kasi to, Mr. Chairman, pagdating sa online lending apps. Kasi magkapatid yan yung sugal tsaka yung utang. Di ba po? So, I was actually surprised to find out that online lending apps were under the jurisdiction of the SEC rather than the BSP. Kasi alam ko po, the BSP is very strict. When you come up with financial institutions or lending institutions, napakaigpit ng BSP. I know because I used to be the chairman of the Cooperatives Committee. And as chairman of the Cooperatives Committee, the cooperative banks that were under your, also your supervision, talagang umiiyak sila sa dami ng requirements. Pero gusto ko yun. Kasi dahil maraming dating mga cooperative bank na mismanage yung pera, yung ginagamit for whatever purpose na hindi dapat sa guidelines ng BSP. So I'm happy that they're under your supervision para mabantayan. Because yung BSP, if I may say, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, the BSP is probably one of the best run agencies of government. Talagang yung credibility nyo is beyond reproach. At least yung mga tao dyan ay talagang sa tingin ko top-notch government workers. So, dito naman sa SEC, nagulat ako kung kaya ba nila na ma-monitor itong online lending apps. Kasi lahat po na nakakausap po namin na nagkakaroon po ng gambling addiction, pag naubos na po yung pera nila, mangutang sila. At ang pinakamabilis na pautang, hindi sa bangko. Very difficult mangutang sa bangko. Ang online lending apps. The legal online lending apps, they've actually approached me. There's a few that are legal. And they've given us the difficult requirements also set by them on policing their ranks on how much they can charge on interest, etc., etc. Pero karamihan dito sa mga online lending apps ay yung mga fly-by-night. Registered nga po sa inyo, pero meron talagang humihingi ng a high of 6% per week to a high also of 30% per month na interest rates. Namomonitor ba ng SEC ito? Isa-isa? Or pag na-register na, goodbye Philippines ka na, bahala ka na sa buhay mo? May I ask the SEC, please?
Mr. Chair, for the interest rates, as we know, the usury law is actually suspended, so there's no interest rate capping on loans offered by financing and lending companies. The only interest rate ceilings that we have right now is covered by MC3, series of 2022, which implements a BSP circular, limiting the interest rate ceilings for certain loans. Those are usually covered by loans below 10,000 pesos or 4 months.
May i-clarify that? Ibig mo sabihin, wala po tayong cap. So, kung meron po kayong lending app or lending app na application, na grant nyo po yan, pwede po sila mag-charge up to 20% a week? Wala po pala tayong batas para dyan?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, yes po.
Oh my God. So, mas grabe pa sa mafia ito.
Because
sa Yakuza.
loan transactions are actually covered by the civil law. So basically, kung ano po yung pinag-usapan, pinagkasunduhan sa kontrata between the lender and the borrower, yun po yung nasusunod at present.
Unfortunately, ang problema dyan, marami sa ating mga kababayan, lalo na yung mga minimum wage earners, hindi po nila naintindihan yung fine print ng kontrata. Kaya nga yung bangko napaka-thorough eh. Yung bangko, maglo-loan ka sa bangko, talagang napakagrabe yung kailangan due diligence na dapat gawin nyo. Sa inyo pala, wala. You act like a bank. These online lending applications, parang bangko yan eh. Tapos pag hindi ka pa makabayad, grabe yung papahiyain ka. And tatanungin ko din sa Privacy Commission yan. And other government agencies, pwede ba gawin yun? Napapahiyain yung tao? Kasi as part of your loan agreement with the lending app, magbibigay ka ng 10 hanggang 20 tao, pati cellphone nila, para magiging witness, not witness, but parang guarantor eh. Pero hindi mo alam eh. Bibigay lang yung pangalan. Let's say, kung mag-apply ka, magbibigay ka ng pangalan. Bigla na lang magte-text kasi may staff ako, ganun. Araw-araw, hindi niya alam, binigay pala ng kaibigan niya yung pangalan at number niya. Araw-araw, tinetext siya, sabihin